What's up guys, Trishonnastrends here. I am back with another YouTube video. Okay, so I've been filming them, but I haven't been editing them. I know, it's terrible. I'm one of those people where if I film something, you know, I get excited about it, and then if I take too long to edit, I'm just like, oh, I'm over it, film another video, which is bad. So before we get into this video, it's all about 5 ways to grow yourself on Instagram, build your brand on Instagram. I've had so many people ask me this, and it's been so hard to answer everyone. So if you think I'm ignoring you, I'm not, I promise. So I'm gonna jump into the video. Before we start, make sure you do what? Make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you comment, make sure you tell your friends to tell friends so we can be friends. Tell them about this video because, child, their Instagram needs some work too, okay? Let's get into the video. Come closer. We don't got time for long talk. Bend your back and your spine like that. We love it when you whine like that. So come dance with me. Come closer. Wind up your body, baby, don't stop. Like a coaster, put your wine on top. We love it when you whine like. So the first thing to do to build your brand, okay, so when I say build your brand, I'm not saying ways to make money. I'm not saying necessarily build your followers, but to build your brand. So people, companies know exactly when we go to your Instagram what we're looking at or who you are as a person. I'm trying to show you my little bun so y'all know I don't just got Snoop Dogg braids, you know. But anyway, so to build your actual brand, find your niche. Okay, so what I mean by that, or niche, however you want to say it, find that about yourself. So like for me, I come across more as like the blogger, basic, light and airy type of pictures versus like a baddie. You know what I mean? Like I don't come across like with the eyelashes, even though I do want some, and you know, the little tube top sitting on the kitchen counter holding my tummy tea. You know, like that's not how. When I brand myself, I wanted to brand myself as like the everyday working woman trying to build her empire, you know? So I don't know if you guys get that from me, but add me on Instagram at Trishonna, and comment below and tell me what you guys get from my Instagram. So that's really what I wanted you guys to get. So find your niche. If you are a food Instagram page, then you want to obviously talk about food. Now there's a difference. If you're a food blogger or vlogger, whatever, then it would be pictures of food. Now if you want to do tutorials, then you would do more tutorials. So whoever you want to be about, that's what we need to see when we go to your Instagram. So don't just have a bunch of random stuff on your Instagram because it's like, oh, who the heck are you, you know? So that's the first thing. The second thing, know how you plan to display your photos and your personality. So like some people, they like to do, like for instance, my sister, she likes to have like a square and then her picture, so it's like white and then her pictures. How are you going to display yourself? For me, mine isn't like that. I have full photos. I never like shrink them down or anything like that. Some people like to have a border, like I know Miguel was doing a border around his pictures for a long time. So know how you want to display your photos to the world. You know, how can we get your personality through your photos? I wonder if my personality comes out through my photos. Practice what you preach, Trishonna. Do you guys get my personality through my photos? I don't know. But yeah, so that's another tip to how are you going to display your personality? How are you going to stay cohesive on your Instagram, okay? Number 3, have a list of things that you will never post and things and brands that you will never work with. Okay, so like you got to have morals and values for your Instagram account, basically. So the same way you're like, girl, I will never do that, or I would never go here or never go there, or I would never talk to these kind of people. You have to do the same thing with your Instagram. Like for me, flat tummy tea is not in my, you know, that's just not, why am I doing that? That's just not who I am. So I already told myself, like, I'm never gonna take pictures with flat tummy tea. That doesn't mean they haven't reached out, but it just means there's certain things that because of your brand that you will not do. Another example, excuse me. Another example, I won't post pictures of like cousins. Like you won't see me in pictures or post pictures of like my cousin doing birthday shout outs, like happy birthday to my cousin, you been here for day 1, like we grew up together, now we here, started from the bottom, you know, like I don't do that on my Instagram. There should be a list of things as your brand that you will not tolerate or accept on your Instagram channel or page. I keep saying channel. Like for instance, my mom wanted me to shout out something. She was selling a purse and she wanted me to shout it out. So I shouted on my story, but she was like, no, you need to post it on your Instagram because that's where all your followers are. Mama, I love you. I do.
but I can't post your purse on my Instagram because it doesn't go with who I am as a brand. And sometimes that's okay, you know? So that's what you have to do. Have a list of things. This is gonna make you seem bougie, but at the end of the day, it's going to really make your brand pop. Like, okay, I know exactly who Trishonna is. Okay, I know exactly who Sarah is. I know exactly who Latoya is. I know exactly who Latanya is. Whatever your name is, I wanna know who you are when I go to your Instagram. Okay, and then number 4, engage with your followers and do more of what they like. So a lot of times we get super wrapped up in, and I know this is a challenge, this is neither here or there, I love saying that. You know, sometimes we want to post exactly what they like, and then you get tired of that and you want to change, and then it's hard to kind of change yourself, because I was posting a lot of hair and they love to see that. Now it's like, no, I don't want to keep posting hair. But engage with your followers. I think if you engage with them, some people think they're too big to respond to comments. If someone comments, sweetheart, comment back, okay? You're not too big to not respond to people. That's rude. I don't care who you are, respond. So if you kind of really engage with your followers and, you know, ask them on your story, like, what do you guys like to see? Or ask in the caption, what do you guys like to see? Comment on other people, you guys. Like, you have to really be in the community, you know? You have to get to know your neighbors. I like that. Get to know your neighbors. So you really have to do that when it comes to Instagram, and that really helps build your following, because you always remember, you always remember who was there for you when you got started or before you were even big. So that's huge for building your brand. The last thing, the 5th tip for building your brand on Instagram is to post regularly. If you know, the block is hot. So while you're hot and on fire and people are engaging with your content, then you need to post, okay? The moment you go MIA, the next chick with the fly hair and the cute frontal is popping up on Instagram, taking your followers, because now we worried about what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? And I have this bad. Sometimes I'll go MIA for like 6 days or 7 days, and it's like by the time I post, my followers have dropped, because it's like, y'all didn't forgot about me, you know, but don't count me out. But it's easy to be counted out when you're not right in front of our face, you know what I mean? So always post regularly, always interact, and put yourself right in front of their face, you know what I mean? Think about it this way: the world only knows who you are if they see you. How can they see you? Literally, you have to jump in front of their face, like, hey, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. So that's my tips really for branding yourself on Instagram. And I know a lot of you guys watched my video on how to make money from Instagram, but once you really brand yourself, I guess I did these videos backwards, but once you really brand yourself, then it's like, okay, now I have the tools, you know, to make the money. So, and brands look at that. They look at who you are when you're posting. So that's it. If you guys have any other questions, make sure you comment below. Make sure you check out my Instagram at Trishonna and tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what you see when you look at my Instagram. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. I will see you in my next video, and happy branding. Oh, speaking of branding, this jacket, get into it. It's new from John Ravain, spring collection. Check it out. See you guys later.